Badminton. In this video, we'll talk about badminton, how it is played. Badminton is a racket sport that is played on court divided by a net 5 feet high. The game is played by shuttlecock and can be played as a singles or doubles. The object of the game is to hit the shuttlecock over the net so that eventually the opponent is unable to return the shot. And badminton originated in India in mid 1800. Its popularity increased when English army officers stationed in India transported the game to England. In England, it was called as badminton. Eventually, it spread to United States. So, in safety, one has to make sure to always have a firm grip of the racket and be careful not to hit your partner with racket. Stay on your court, stop playing if other enters the court, and if your bird goes onto another court, wait until their play stops and be careful and aware of your surroundings, poles, wall, etc. And rock racket is not a toy, so should not fool around with it. Rackets are fragile, avoid hitting the floor, wall post, nets, and other people. Handle the shuttlecock carefully and only by the rubber tips. If a bird gets stuck in the net, remove them carefully so that they cannot tear. And if your assigned racket is damaged, report it to your teacher. And beginning of the class, make sure to return your racket to the numbered spot and bring all the bridles back to the teacher. The serving is a long or short forehand. For the right-handed players, a stroke hit when the shuttlecock is on the right side of the body, and for the left-hand players, a stroke when it hits on the left side of the body. Round head, smash, drive, clear, and drop shots are other ways. Scoring. The game is played in 21 points. Points are scored only by serving side. A point is rewarded to the serving side whenever the other side commits a fault. If fault is committed by the serving side, the server does not score a point and loses the serve. Singles, there are 21 points in a single game. When a score is 20-20, the winner is the player with 2-point advantage. And if the score goes 29-29, the winner is the first to reach 30. Serving the singles, a player can only score when serving. Each time they score a point, they switch service court. And whenever a player scores a zero or even number, they serve from right side service court. And when the server scores in an odd number, they serve from the left side of the service court. Serving rules: the server must keep both feet within the service court during the service. Server must be underhand and shuttle must be contacted below the waist, and the shuttle must be hit in front of the body, and the server may not serve until the receiver is ready, and during a serve the partner of the server and receiver may stand anywhere as long as they don't obstruct the opponent's view. A serve that touches the net and goes into the proper service area is legal, and if the server misses the shuttle entirely on the serve, it is not a fault and they can serve again. And if in any part of the racket touches the shuttle, it is considered as a serve and it is a fault, and the server should announce the score before each serve. A single player is playing the double teams, and the single player is allowed 2 terms of service. General rules: the winners of the first game must serve first in the next game, and the team changes side after each game. Any shuttle landing on the lines are in. And during a rally, if the shuttle touches the net and goes over it, is good. Faults: the overhand serves anytime the server contacts the shuttle higher than their waist, and if any part of the head of the racket is higher than the server's hand holding the racket. During the serve, the shuttle land outside the correct service court, and if the server or the receiver's feet are not in correct service court as the shuttle is received, and if the player touches the net with their racket or body. If the shuttle hits any obstruction such as ceiling, wall, backboard, etc., fails to go over the net, is hit by other team before it crosses the net, is not distinctively hit but held momentarily on the racket, is hit more than once succession by a team, hits any part of the player's body. Strategy: put your opponent on the defensive, hit the bird so that your opponent's only possible to return is an upward direction, hit the shuttle with an overhand stroke whenever possible, use the smash as possible, play your opponent's weaknesses, use a variety of shots and keep your opponent moving, and recover your own court position quickly. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know and I'll make those in new videos. Thank you.